faith has always been a guiding force in our...
Nearly 20% of Americans think President Barack Obama is a Muslim. This according to a recent poll by the Pew Research Center.
About 1/5 of Americans are not willing to even accept a man at his word when he says, I'm a Christian.
And it gets worse for Obama when it comes to the opposition party.
Obama's Muslim nation.
Particularly among Republicans, 31% of Republicans, almost 1/3, believe that Barack Obama is a Muslim.
This compares to the 10% of Democrats polled who say Mr. Obama is a Muslim. Barack Obama is a Christian. He's declared this repeatedly.
Redemption can be delivered by faith in Jesus Christ. My faith as being both a personal commitment to Christ. Jesus Christ died for my sins.
So why then do so many Americans believe otherwise?
I think that's largely a consequence of messages that have come from some commentators and political leaders.
Talk radio show host Rush Limbaugh, for example, who has an audience he claims of about 20 million Americans, he variably refers to the president as Imam Obama.
Imam Hussein Obama. I want to be fair, too. He probably is the best anti-American president the country's ever had.
Michael Savage is another conservative talk show host with a substantial number of listeners.
The Muslim connection to Obama. Barack Hussein Obama, father Muslim, grandfather Muslim.
And it's not just talk radio. When Obama was running for president, the Fox television network repeatedly told their viewers Obama went to a strict Muslim elementary school when he, his mother, and his Indonesian stepfather lived in Indonesia.
That man right there was raised, spent the first decade of his life raised by his Muslim father as a Muslim and was educated in a madrasa.
Madrasas are Islamic schools, some of which are gender segregated and teach an extreme form of Islam. From the age of 6 to the age of 8, Obama actually went to a public school catering to Muslims and Christians of both sexes. In June of this year, Fox News personality Glenn Beck had this to say.
This president, I think, has exposed himself as a guy over and over and over again who has a deep-seated hatred for white people.
There are certain elites out there who are perpetuating misleading information before the public, and there is a segment of the population that's inclined to believe certain things about Barack Obama.
Obama assumed the U.S. presidency with plans to improve relations with the Muslim world. His first trip overseas was to Turkey, a secular nation with a majority Muslim population. Obama found common ground with his Turkish hosts.
We do not consider ourselves a Christian nation or a Jewish nation or a Muslim nation. We consider ourselves a nation of citizens who are bound by ideals and a set of values.
Then there was a trip to Saudi Arabia, but it was in Cairo, Egypt, where Obama delivered a major speech to and for Muslims everywhere.
I've come here to Cairo to seek a new beginning between the United States and Muslims around the world.
David Goldman, senior editor at First Things magazine in New York, says that while Obama was reaching out to Muslims, he ignored his own faith. He says that could be why 43% in that Pew poll say they don't know what religion Obama follows.
It is very easy to make the mistake, well, the man must be a Muslim because he talks about Islam and he doesn't talk about Christianity.
He is just not temperamentally someone who talks about his own religious faith.
Other factors contributing to the misperception that Obama is Muslim is his name and the fact that his father was Muslim. Franklin Graham is a prominent evangelical Christian in the United States.
He was born a Muslim. His father was a Muslim. The seed of Islam is passed through the father.
Actually, in Islam, a Muslim is a Muslim only if he or she declares they're Muslim.
If you're already predisposed to believe things about him that you think are negative things, almost anything can be interpreted in light of those beliefs.
A lot of disinformation, and his political opponents have been more likely to accept that.
You can't reason with people who are going to believe what they want to believe.
1 out of 5 Americans think Obama is a Muslim. Why? Now you know. I'm Todd Grosshans.